It is the breaking news. Kaizer Chiefs have appointed former player Arthur Zwane as head coach following the departure of Stuart Baxter in the middle of the season. Zwane has been Amakosi interim coach alongside Dylan Shepherd since Baxter left back in April. Chiefs have appointed Zwane on a 3-year deal. His appointment comes at the back of calls for local coaches to be appointed at big clubs. However, he comes into the task with heavy expectations as Amakosi complete a full 7-year run without lifting any silverware. The 48-year-old raised his hand several times for the coaching job. He led Amakosi to the CAF Champions League final in 2021 after the sudden departure of Gavin Hunt. The Chiefs went on to lose that final to Peter Musimane's Al Ali. All right, staying with that story, eNCA's Tshepo Thobane is at the FNB Stadium where the announcement was made. He joins us now via Zoom. A very good morning to you, Tshepo. Big news coming out of Chiefs. Was this much of a surprise, or did we almost sort of see it coming?
Morning, Nandi. It's a bit of both. So yes, it's a surprise. At the same time, we expected it in a way. I remember during one of the few games that Kaizer Chiefs were playing, we asked Coach Arthur Zwane if he's going to be ready for the job. He said he's raising his hand. It's up to management to make a decision. But it was a long time coming. Talking about management, Nandi, with me, I'm joined by the Kaizer Chiefs marketing director, Jessica Mutau, to tell us more about the decision. I'm sure you guys, are you happy with the appointment on a 3-year contract?
Well, certainly, we are extremely happy. It's very important for us. We've sat down and really assessed where the organization is going, where the team is going, and for us, this was very significant.
Looking at Kaizer Chiefs this season, it's a 7th. They just finished off 7 years without any silverware. It's a 3-year contract. What are some of the hopes that you're hoping the coach will do for you? Is it an immediate, do you have immediate targets, or is it sort of like a long-term project?
I think it's very important to take a long-term view, and that's why we've taken a 3-year contract with the coach. We need a long-term view where we'll set the true foundation of where we're going for the future. And I think we're ready with the coach who understands our DNA, who understands what the club is about, who's passionate about where the organization and the club is going. So very excited about having Arthur as the head coach of Kaizer Chiefs.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Let me go to another Mutau, that is Bobby Mutau. Tell us more about this decision of appointing Coach Arthur Zwane. Looking at the past seasons, Bobby, it was Coach Hunt, it was Coach Steve Compella. I'm talking about the locals. Now you're still going with the local. Are you satisfied with the decision?
Very much satisfied, and I think this is not just a decision of a local. Arthur has been with the club for the past 20 years. He's been part of the coaching staff for a couple of years now. He was with the youth, retired as a player from at Kaizer Chiefs. So he's been in the mix. He's been in the team with the different coaches. He worked with different coaches for all the time. So I think for us, it was befitting for us to give me an opportunity to appoint him and empower him, as he knows most of the challenges that we faced with the culture of the club. And it was befitting for us to take one of our own. Getting another coach from outside was going to be another cycle again. Rather, decided to have our own, one of our own who's been part of the setup from the youth, from being playing to now being an assistant for so many times, and they've done well as caretaker coaches with Dylan Shepherd in the past, and we felt they've upskilled themselves with the qualifications they've got. Why not give them a chance? They are the future. They're young.
Pop's take, the expectations from the fans. This is unheard of for Kaizer Chiefs, for a team of Kaizer Chiefs caliber to go 7 years without any silverware. It's a 3-year contract. What are you expecting from management?
The expectations are there to win trophies. That's why the continuation of having Arthur and Dylan there, they've been part of the challenges that we faced in terms of the experience that we had in the Champions League previous seasons, why we could not bring in trophies. They've been part of the process. So they understand the challenges. They understand the players better. They understand the pressure that we're under as Kaizer Chiefs. And I think it's only befitting for us to say to them, guys, let's take it. It's not only their responsibility. Remember, it's a collective. They'll be working in an environment where the support that we'll be giving them, the players that we'll be having, the technical staff that will be supporting them, they're fitting that bill, because somebody new again is to reinvent the wheel, to understand the culture, to understand the philosophy of the club. I think for us, it's a no-brainer. We had to give them an opportunity, and they qualify. results driven. They understand Arthur played as a player. He knew the pressure of winning, the culture of winning at Kaizer Chiefs. And I think the pressure is there. It will always be there for us as a club. And for themselves too. The pressure will always be there, even if they still stay. Why not empower them now? We give them a chance to take the team forward.
Finally, Bob Stake, the players. I'm sure you are going to make changes in terms of players going and incoming.
Of course, we're busy with the audit. They've been part of the process, but one of the reasons why we had to announce them first was because we wanted to clear the air with the coaches. And when we announce the players, they are part of that process of the acquisitions and the players that are departing. They are part of the decision that is being taken, not just appointing somebody and giving them players. They are part of that process. So they are the ones that will be working with the players. So it augurs well for us to start announcing them first, and then next week or sometime later in the week we'll be dealing with the issues with players. The audit is complete at the moment. It's more of finalizing certain aspects, and then we can announcement.
Thank you so much. That was Bobby Motawung telling us about the latest changes at Naturena. Of course, Coach Arthur Zwane being given a 3-year contract to be the head coach of the club Nandi.
All right, thank you very much, Tshepo. I'm sure the Amakosi faithful are looking forward to what they're hoping will be a new dawn for the team. That is Tshepo Thobane joining us to talk about the appointment of Arthur Zwane as head coach. Tony, it's all yours.